Hey queens, hey queens, hey queens. So we are doing an update on our babies that we made, right? Let's get these suckers out very nicely, not hurting any plants. Look at these babies, right? They are gorgeous. So I'm getting out all the babies that we made plant babies with. Let's see. Was it this one? Those one, does two. And I think it was this one. I stuck some in here, stuck more after the video as well. Look at that fenestration. Okay. And I think that is it. I did this actually last week. I cut it off and I've been propagating this peperomia right here. I just put it in water instead of letting it propagate with dirt. Oh, let me tell you the story of this, which is going to be another story. You see this, my, what do you call this again? I have to come back to that. This is my, I'm trying to think. Rope. Yeah, it's a rope behind it. And my mind is just so off, but that whole plant, it just went root rot, and I'm trying to propagate what was left. So that right there is a different story. You can definitely propagate things when you see that they're dying, right? And then we have this baby. Boom. So let's get talking about our updates. Remember those scindaptus we did, right? Those cuttings that we did with the scindaptuses? Yes, look at these roots. You see those roots? You see those roots? Oh my gosh. I can put this baby inside of, and I probably added more along as I was going, other kind of plants. But look at all of those roots you can propagate with water. This also has spag moss at the bottom. It's not dirt, that's spag moss. You know, I just wanted to try something a little different, but look at all those healthy roots. Wow. So you can make a nice plant. Did it just break? Nope. A nice plant baby with these scindaptus, and I have some they look like a pothos right there. Let me put this down. So I have more than one plant in here. So I can make with the pothos, I can make a baby plant as well. Sometimes you're gonna have dried up stuff. You just clean it up as they are growing, right? So this is one of them that we did together. And look, you see that baby actually growing? I gave it conditions for lights and humidity. Excuse me about my little puppy, new puppy. And she's like not wanting to be in her playpen when I'm busy. We have her spoiled. But this is the other one that we did with the burley marks. Let me put this down so I can show you. Okay, Precious, get star. So this is ones we did with the burley marks, right? Look at these little cute ones. Oh, I know I just learned and found out today, basically, when I have small plants, leaves coming onto my plants, basically I need to fertilize it. You know, basically I need to fertilize it. So these are more than just burley marks in here. We have golden pothos in here. Look at that right there. Camera adjust. That little one. We have more golden pothos in here. Right? So just keep giving it the right conditions, and your plants will grow. You can't really see in here, or can we? Yep, look at all those roots. Look at all those roots. Wow. You see those roots? And again, you're going to have stuff that's going to dry or rot. You just got to keep up with it. And honestly, I don't do the every time dump in the water. If it's in good conditions and the water doesn't need to be changed, I'm not changing that water. But I have had some times where, where's those little ones? Like this. Where the water may not do good and it rots or something, and then you're going to have to change the water. So let me make sure my light is good. I'm sorry about the low light because I'm over here with a low light, but there's roots in here. But when you have water that you have to change, make sure you change that, because you're not going to want to mess up any of your cuttings, especially when you're trying to grow them and get more babies, right? Beautiful spider plants. So basically, look, this is my leca. You can see those roots in there growing from this raindrop peperomia plant. Yep, and look at how it's growing. It's growing so lovely. Let's see if we can put some light on. It's growing so lovely. There we go. So this is the peperomia. Growing so lovely. I try to put holes to hang up baskets. So that is our propagations that we did in the update of them. I actually forgot one more that we did. So let me put this here. And we did it in a vase. There we go. There we go. So yes, this big Monstera cutting we did, and then I just cut the I cut the peperomia, not the peperomia. This is the Taniki plant, if my camera ever focus. This is the Taniki plant, and I put it in here to see if it's going to propagate. But look at the baby on this Monstera trying to grow. Oh, and look at the other one to grow. I don't know if you can see what I see. Yeah, right there. Oh, look at that baby. So it is getting the good conditions. It is growing. I had it outside. It fell. So this is not anything but a little bit of dirt, like sand. I put it outside when we had those nice days. And it actually did a little something, but it got breezy again. When you start to see these in your plants, this means that it's starting to get fenestration. Fenestration is what you want. And again, it needs to be fertilized, especially when you have it in water, okay? You definitely want to fertilize it. And I have a little ficus here propagating as well, to see how that goes. All right, so that is our plants that we are updating about our propagations. And again, there goes, look at that, look at the baby. Hold on, let's take you to see the light. You see the baby growing inside of there? You see that, right? Look at all those roots. So you can definitely make more plant babies by sitting there just cutting, save money, and prop it in water. You could prop it in dirt as well. I like to see my roots grow, so that's why I like to just watch it grow in water and propagate it in water. and you have a nice lush plants. But if you're gonna keep it in water for a while, just make sure that you fertilize it every now and then and flush that out, because the water's not going anywhere. So with plants in the ground, they have, especially tropical plants, right? They have the ground that's not containing the water, right? So you want to make sure that you're flushing the salts and chemicals, not chemicals, salts out of your water, right? Of your plants. Unless you have it in lacquer and you have a reservoir. That's different. But you still should be, what I say, you should still flesh out your, don't mind my dog cage, I'm trying to potty train. But you still should make sure that you're fleshing out your plants, especially when they're in lacquer, okay? So we are going to get going. We're going to get going, and queens, just make sure everything you do it the royal way. And that is our update for our plant babies.